Alright, so in this next video we're going to continue our mouth creation process, and we're going to go into the 90-degree angle. The previous video we worked on this one over here. So what I'm going to do next is basically a continuation of the very first thing I did when I did this collection of sprites. I'm going to select the entire row of keyframes, copy frames, double click on an empty area to go outside, and double click on that mouth sprite. I'm going to create two new layers, one below and one on top. The layer on top, I'm going to lock these two for now, but the layer on top I'm going to paste in place. Actually no, that's not what I want to do. I'm going to right click on the frame itself and select paste frames. There we go. Then we're going to switch into the edit multiple frames mode and select the modify markers option, marker range all. Press Ctrl A to select everything and just nudge everything to the left a bit. That way we can use those frames as a reference point. We're going to turn off this edit multiple frames option. We're going to lock that top layer, and I'm going to go ahead and select this entire range of frames, the remainder of the frames, and press the F7 function key on my keyboard. This gives me an entire row of blank keyframes. I'm going to do the same thing for the layer below. On the layer below, this is where we're going to be drawing our wireframes. The second layer is going to be our final layer, where we're going to place all our final sprites, and the top layer is just going to be our reference. And we'll put those labels there just for reference purposes, just for organizational reasons. I'm going to now unlock this bottom layer so I can start basically wiring out these new mouse shapes. So let's zoom in here so we can have an easier way of drawing. Set up a couple of guide layers, and my software is lagging, so we'll give it a minute. Let's try it again. Put it right there, and we want that lip to droop all the way down there. This time around I'm going to try to save some time by using the actual colors on my brush. Sample that color. And we're going to move on to the next frame. Going to try to recreate that. So some of these are actually easy. I'm not, I was expecting to do an initial wireframe on these, but they're easy enough that I could probably just get them done the first time around. So we'll see. At some point I will be doing wireframes. This one's a little bit more difficult. I will be doing wireframes, so I'm going to move these since these are pretty much finalized from the get-go. I'm going to create a wireframe. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and go to my finals layer, and I'm going to go ahead and draw it, you know, save some time. Sample that color. Oops. Sample this color, and we're done. Move on to the next one. Maybe come in here and erase this part. Go ahead and take care of that here too. Alright. Let's move on. Draw on the wireframe layer. And we'll go to our finals layer, sample my color. Actually, I'm going to start with the teeth this time. Seems like layering them this way might actually improve the speed a little bit. Now I'm going to sample this color. I have the paint behind selected. Let's change that. And let's fill it in with white. Let's go on to our next one. This is an easy one. I'm just going to draw it straight out. Fill it in. Maybe erase that bottom part. Okay. This one seems like another easy one. Go to the next one. Seems like another easy one. Another easy one. And another easy one. One more easy one. And all of a sudden they all become very easy. I think my software just froze. We'll give it a few minutes to catch up. Alright, that wasn't that long. And that is not quite on model, so I'm going to start over. It's a little bit better. Optimize it a little bit. And now they're going to start getting a little bit harder. We'll use the envelope tool to kind of tweak this a little bit more. I love this tool. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this one's gonna get a little harder. And let's see here. Kind of get an idea of which one it is that it's expecting. Go to properties. Since it's already configured, we should see its name. Oh, it's just an open mouth. I can do that. Let's use a wireframe though, just to make sure. That seems about right, so let's go ahead and just finish it. We'll switch to paint behind, but we'll also switch to colors. Paint the inside black. Paint the outside with the skin color, paint the teeth, and we're ready to move on. Maybe get rid of this section here, and we're good to go. Frame 19. Very wacky expression. Very odd looking, but okay. I think it's still gonna work. If it doesn't, then we can always come back and fix it. But there's so many sprites that are being switched around and manipulated that as long as you get the main idea across, you know, the eye's not even gonna catch it. I do kind of want to smoothen this section out a little bit more though. This little outline here. Okay. Very goofy looking mouth, but I actually think it works. Actually, that's more accurate than probably this one. And that one's going the other way, so emphasis on this side of the face now. With the bottom teeth out in the distance. Very complicated move. Okay. I think that takes care of that. That's good. 21. That would be the wrong color. Let's try again. My software is lagging again. This happens a lot whenever I'm trying to record and do work at the same time. It seems like no matter how fast the computer is, there's always going to be some kind of CPU issues. Okay, that's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more mouths. Ooh, this is an easy one. That's too thin. Let's stretch that out a bit more. And let's fill it in. Oops. Maybe we should change that color first. And oops, I did it again. Now, there we go. Let's use this envelope tool real quick just to kind of tweak this out a little bit. Perfect. Next. Okay, we have some fairly easy ones coming up next. Which one is this one? This one's the AI. So so I can just, I don't really need a reference for that. sure when I lost this outline, but I guess I did at some point, huh? Paint behind. There we go, that's good enough. Okay, let's move on. Quick optimization pass, boom. Maybe that's too much. No, that's good. This one's gonna be an easy one. If I could just keep my colors straight. Which one is this one? This is the E. Gotta make sure I'm drawing on the proper layers. Cancel. Cut. Paste in place. Cut. Paste in place. That's why it's important to sometimes lock the top layer and stuff when you don't want to accidentally modify stuff that you're not supposed to be messing with. Alright, so this is the E. So I'm going to lock that layer, make sure I'm not messing with it anymore. Okay. Quick optimization pass. That's pretty decent. Let's see which one's this one. This one's the ooh. Just gonna leave it like that. Good enough. Ooh. This is probably the "wa." Yeah, "wa." That's horrible. "Wa, wa." "Wa." A little bit better. Not quite perfect, but "wa, wa." I think it does the trick. And my software is freezing again. I'm going to take this time to save my work, boom, before something more catastrophic happens. I definitely need to restart my computer at some point. Let my computer's memory refresh itself a bit. This is probably the f type sound. Yeah, the or f. This is basically what happens when the upper lip presses against the bottom lip. Switch to paint behind on this one because it's the bottom lip. Has to look like it's being pressed on. Maybe. That tooth gap wouldn't really be there, it would be in the front, so I'm going to get rid of that. It's a little better. And we're going to color it. Quick optimization pass. Maybe tweak it a little bit. There we go. Alright, 3 more. 2 more. I keep drawing in the wrong place. Paste in place. Let me lock that. 2 more. La 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 la. This is also dependent on the teeth. Make that more exaggerated. Optimize it. A couple of passes should do the trick. Let's zoom in on that section here. Alright, that's good enough. Fixating on that little section too much. Time is wasted. Let's move on to the next one and the last one. This is the S or Z action. Let's go ahead and draw this teeth first. Zzz, zzz. Let's make this thicker. And let's paint around it. We'll use paint behind. looks kind of nice. The beauty about all these vector stuff is that, you know, I've done all the main work of placing them in and getting all the main stuff done. Any stuff that still sticks out like a sore thumb or needs to be fixed, I can always come back to it, you know. But the main character will be done. All I would be doing is coming back and, you know, refining certain sprites and stuff. So that one actually looks really good, I think. But I might have to come back and refine that one, play around with that one a little bit more later. Okay, so we're done with that. We're going to delete this entire old reference layer, and going to delete this wireframe layer. Just quick playback just to kind of, yep, that'll work. Let's see, I'm going to take my little eraser tool. I'm going to come back and I'm going to get rid of this outline here, because sometimes it's going to be covered by hair and sometimes it's not, so I don't want that outline to be completely obvious. Okay, so then now that that's set, I'll launch Puppet Producer. As you can see, the creative part always takes the most time. The technical part, that's been taken care of. Switch to the mouse shapes, press the auto config button, and we're done. Everything has been converted into symbols and given the proper instance name. This is the normal mouse. This is the E shape. This is the L and the th action, and we're good to go. It's all done. So let's kind of give it a quick once over, see if we've missed anything else. I think I've got everything, or everything that's important. This mouse thing here probably doesn't, I don't need to worry too much about it because it's in the back. See, it has one mouse action there. If I really want to worry about it, what I can do is I copy this name here, mouth 135. I'll take this one, duplicate it. I'll give this one the name 135. And basically replace that. So cut that, delete, paste in place, send it to the back, and we're good. That way at least we can still see the mouth actions moving from behind. Let's do the same thing here. Paste center, modify, transform, flip horizontal. We're going to want to grab the name, mouth 225, copy it, and just kind of, well, change the name of this, V, okay. Just kind of place it where this other one is. Okay, now we cut it, we'll delete the other one, paste in place, send it to the back. I have a feeling this one is done. Yep. This one is also done. I don't have to worry too much about anything going on there, but let me see. I do have a mouth there, and that one is using the front mouth action. I won't ever need it, but it's there. Let's see here. I guess if I wanted to be ultra picky, I can put more mouth shapes in there, but I'll probably never use those angles. That's it. I think we're done. Have we completed all the eyebrows? Yep, all the eyebrows are done. I think the only thing that's left to do is the hands, and that's going to be a completely separate video. So we're going to work on the hands on the next 1 or 2 videos, and we'll pretty much have a complete character when we're done. These feet, these shoes might also need to be fixed. So I'm going to save it, export it, save it as IBIS 3 for now, and I'm going to launch CrazyTalk Animator. And it's launching in my second monitor. I'm just going to wait for it to finish doing whatever initialization steps it needs to do. Okay, looks like it might have finished. No, still doing its thing. Alright, so we're going to go into actor, character, any character will do. Go to composer mode. Select our character. Actually, we don't have to do that. We can just go to here, bring in our new SWF file. And that's it. Now we are going to have some issues with the eyes for now because of an issue that CTA is having, and in the video after the hands I'm going to show you how to go in there and fix this. I think I've already gone through that, but I'm going to do an additional video on that alone once I get to that part. But let's take a quick actually let's reorder the placement of the sprites. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in a bit, and we'll do a quick calibration just so we can kind of see what's going on. Just click all. Now, just ignore the missing pupil on the eye. I will show you how to fix that later. So at this point, all we really need to do is bring in those additional hands. Might have to do a little tweaking right there on that knee. That shoe could use a little bit of work. There's some issue there with some of the mouths that have been imported twice. Okay, so what we do, let's see here, let's look at the face motion.
Down, left, right, and some natural movement. Eyes closing and blinking.
There's some major lag between the dialogue
Down, left,
and the actual actions.
and rolling. A, E, I, O, U, and meow. Smile, angry, sad, happy, surprised, and scared.
I think I need to restart my computer. The lagging is getting very distracting. Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and restart my computer in a minute, and but before I do that, you know, we have some issues here with some of the mouths that were imported twice. Very easy to fix. Let's select that mouth real quick. Just double click on it. Go into the sprite editor. Okay, and so that's the normal mouse. Okay, so that one doesn't really have an issue. The only issue with that is that I have that extra outline there, but I just, you know, I can go into my Flash and just remove it from in there. Let's see what other. There's a couple mounts here that are imported twice. Is that one of them? Yeah, I think it's the 12 and the 14. Okay, so those two always have that issue. Basically, you take the mouse that's having the problem. Let's go to 14. Select it, go to the Puppet Producer, Extensions, switch to the mouse. Okay, now you have your mouse selected. We're going to export that selected frame. I'm just going to call it 14. I gotta create a folder. I'll just put it in there. And where is, here it is right here. Looks like I exported number 15 by accident, but that would be the sprite, I guess, for number 15. And you would use this import function to import and replace your sprite. Now notice how when it got actually exported, that number 15 sprite got imported facing that way. So the way you would also fix that is that since you have your mouse selected, okay, this is there. Let's select number 14, make sure we got the right one this time. And we export, but this time we go flip horizontal, compensate. Go to desktop, new folder, select, Minimize that, and we'll look at number 14, and you'll notice that it got exported properly. So that's how you do that. And since we have that already there, see if I can bring back CrazyTalk. Okay, that's my number 14. Import it, and there it is, and it's got imported properly. These over here, it's just a matter of resizing them, and we'll have to go back in Flash and correct those outlines on the edges. I could have sworn I got rid of those, but actually no, I didn't. I got rid of the ones on the 90-degree angle, but I didn't fix the ones on the on this one. So basically what I would do is I have to go in here. Okay, that one is fine. That one, just double click on it, take my eraser tool, and just kind of erase through this. Alright, if I don't want to erase because maybe I'm happy with the outline shape, I can just select my brush. Let me deselect that before something crazy happens. Get a copy of my base color, and I will select my brush to paint only fills. Paint fills right there. Make my brush a little bit bigger. A little bit more. That's good. And I could just go in here, and anything that's a fill will be painted on. So I could just, you know, do that. Works better if you start on the inside. Oh, speaking of inside, you can also select paint inside, so you can do that. It usually works when you're working with outlines. So let's see here. Paint selection might also work better. Let's see here. Select that section there. Go here. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'll get my selection, and just paint there. That way I could just go all crazy with it, but only the selected parts get painted on. So let's go outside, select the next one. No, that one's fine. Okay. We'll go inside of that one. That'll be fine. Go to the next one. Okay. Go outside, go to the next one, and we just keep going until we finish the whole thing. So at this point, I am going to end the video for now, and we'll resume again on the following steps. Okay, enjoy.